Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of Mac and Me. My name's TJ. And in this segment, I'm just compelled to share some of the goofiness. And I intentionally choose that word, goofiness, of some of the things the Democrats have done in the past week or so in an effort to gain support among gun owners. And it just, you'd almost think I was making this up. It's so goofy. Okay. A quick walk down memory lane. On average, your average Democrat politician is not going to be pro-gun. On average, your Republican politician might, and I say might be pro-gun, more likely than the Democrat, even though there are some spineless Republicans out there. Okay. You know, to continue down memory lane, I can't help but think of the one speech Vice President Kamala Harris gave where she's talking about how she's not anti-gun. And then in the same speech, minutes later, starts talking about an assault weapons ban and mandatory gun buybacks. And of course, the liberal media gives her a free pass over you talk about speaking out of both sides of your mouth.
Well, they give her a free pass on everything.
Yeah,
of course, that's only when they're taking time out to stop campaigning for her.
Yeah, and then you got her vice presidential candidate, Tim Walz, making statements of he's opposed to citizens being able to own weapons of war like the kind he carried in war, which the stupidity of that entire statement, weapons of war, and here's the thing: they don't like civilians owning civilian versions, legal versions of the AR and the AK, or any other high-capacity semi-auto, whether it be.
Well, let's get into why that is. Well, maybe you could expound on why they don't want you and I to have those guns.
Well, it levels the playing field in acts of defense, we'll say.
And why would we need to defend ourselves?
If we're being oppressed by whoever.
And who would we need to defend ourselves with? Because you know what? I don't need an AR-15 or an AK-47 to defend my home necessarily, and especially inside the home. I mean, if you have a 12-gauge shotgun, that does nicely, or a pistol will do nicely. So I don't need those. But what scenario do I need those in?
Well, and this is where we swerve into self-censoring, where I'd say anyone who might deny me the right to defend myself, who might oppress me, whoever that might be. Okay.
Yeah. Whoever might come to my door to enforce whatever they want to enforce. Perhaps give me an injection against my will, perhaps, of some sort.
Exactly. Well, in saying all that, the walk down memory lane, along comes last week. They're actually handing out camouflage patterned Harris Waltz hats. In other words, you can buy a hat. You know how you got your Trump hat, okay?
Yeah, camo hats, yeah.
But they actually came out with a camo hat saying Harris Waltz, as if, in an effort to, as if that might somehow woo the gun owners, okay?
Yeah.
It just
when I saw those, I almost jumped sides. I almost said, I'm going to throw this hat out and get one of those cool Kamala Harris gun owner hats.
Yeah. And then Tim Walz, they got video of him going I don't know if it's goose or pheasant, or it appears to be some kind of fowl hunting, okay, whether it be duck, geese, or pheasant. But as I was reading the article in the Gateway Pundit, okay, and you know what? Now that I think about it, the Right Scoop had this article also, but especially in the Right Scoop, the guy was the author of the article said, "Where's the guns? where's the game that they might have taken in the hunt?
Right.
You know, I mean, it was all a political stunt. They're walking through the fields. Some of the people might have orange on. I think Waltz was wearing just an orange hat.
Well, you certainly want that especially if you're hunting with Dick Cheney.
Yeah, really. But the point of it was, you know, there's this nothing but it's political propaganda. Okay,
Well, it's pandering. It's the epitome of pandering to people.
And you know, see we're out hunting too. But in the see we're out hunting too, there is no gun, there is no game. It's just them walking through the field, you know.
Yeah. With their imaginary rifles.
And I just thought, you know, what a bunch of goofballs. And they expect this to work. Of course, this was also said in the context of how these campaigns are taking a nosedive, you know.
Well, it's why she pretends to be black. So she can pander to the black vote, because without the black vote, she can't win. If Trump were to get 20% of the black vote, she gets killed in a landslide.
Exactly. And I think he's approaching 50% support in the Latino communities too. I think he's in the upper 40s for sure. But anyways, I was just compared to share this idiocy, like these camouflage hats. You talk about acts of desperation. It's comical, but it's pathetic at the same time.
They think Republicans are stupid, and they know Democrats are.
Well, yeah, and so here we are walking through the field wearing orange. See, we're hunters too. Yet no gun.
Here's the thing, and
game.
every gun owner knows this. The Second Amendment is not about hunting. It's never been about hunting. I saw a meme once. The founding fathers didn't just come back from a hunting trip. They just finished a revolution when they wrote the Second Amendment.
So I was just compelled to share all that, and you know, the latest acts of desperation on the Democrats' part, really. And that's all I got for this one.
Okay.
And we'll call this one a wrap, and we'll catch you all in the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on.